Hello, Wharton students! Welcome to our 12-week Python course. You'll start as a beginner and soon be able to program confidently. Python is a simple programming language created by Guido van Rossum in 1991. It's easy to read and great for beginners, and you can use it for things like making websites, analyzing data, and creating apps. Fun fact, it's named after the Python snake, but this Python is all about coding. In Week 1, we dive into primitive types and Boolean logic. You'll learn how to work with different data types, such as numbers, strings, and Boolean values. They will be the fundamental building blocks of programming. For instance, to determine whether a number is even, test it out by with x%2 == 0, where percent symbol means modulus. Remainder gives remainder after dividing x by 2. Since every even number can be divided by 2, we can easily program to check if any number is even or not. We'll also explore how logical expressions form the basis of decision-making in code. We will also explore variables and operators in Week 1. You'll see how to assign values to variables and use operators for arithmetic, comparison, and logical operations. By the end of this week, you'll be able to manipulate data and understand the flow of logic in a program. Week 2 introduces you to methods and functions. You'll create reusable blocks of code that can perform tasks, like converting Celsius to Fahrenheit, and learn to pass data around with arguments and parameters. Here's where you start to see the power of functions in organizing your code. We also learn more about strings, one of the primitive data types covered in Week 1. You'll learn how to manipulate strings to display and process information exactly how you need it. For example, slicing and dicing a given text and printing only a pieces of the string. In Week 3, we build on our knowledge with Booleans and conditional statements. We'll cover how to direct the flow of your programs with if, elif, and else statements. It's all about making decisions and executing the right code at the right time. By Week 4, you'll be working with lists and tuples. These are Python's ways of storing ordered collections of items. Think about making a grocery list. You can add or take out items that you like or don't like. We will apply this concept to data and see how these data structures are manipulated. For example, let's say you want to add number 4 to your list. You can use append method at the end of the list. Week 5 is about dictionaries and sets, which is a similar concept to a list, but with a slightly different way of organizing data. You'll understand how to work with these powerful data types and different ways of storing and organizing data. With dictionaries, you associate keys with values, allowing for fast retrieval and powerful data handling. In Week 6, we explore object-oriented programming, OOP, where you learn to define classes and create objects. Think of classes as blueprints that outline what attributes, like color or make, and behaviors, like driving or honking objects can have. For example, from a car class, you can create different car objects, each with unique features. This approach is similar to how a factory uses a blueprint to produce various products efficiently. Through classes, programmers can easily create and manage multiple objects, simplifying software development. Then, Week 7 expands on classes and objects. Here, you'll grasp concepts like inheritance, how a father class can inherit traits from a grandfather class, extending functionality and creating a hierarchy of classes. Week 8, it's all about loops and iteration. You'll use loops to repeat actions within your code and understand how these structures help avoid repetitive code. Iteration is key for working through lists, dictionaries, files, and more. In Week 9, we delve into managing files and handling exceptions. You'll learn how to work with various types of files, including text files, Excel files, as well as images and audio files. Additionally, you'll explore exception handling. Normally, encountering an error would cause a program to stop and crash. However, through exception handling techniques, your code won't crash. Instead, it will allow you to catch and respond to errors, aiding in debugging. Mastering exception handling is crucial for developing robust programs. In Week 10, we delve into recursion, a powerful concept where functions call themselves. Recursion is particularly useful for tasks that involve repetitive operations, such as calculating factorials, product of all positive integers up to an arbitrary number n. With recursion, the factorial of a number is calculated by having the function call itself with a decremented value until it reaches 1. It would be a complex, iterative process without recursion. In Week 11, we focus on searching and sorting algorithms. You'll explore various methods for organizing and retrieving data efficiently, a critical skill in computing. Understanding these algorithms enables you to optimize how information is processed, whether you're dealing with large databases or ensuring quick access to data. This week, we'll cover fundamental techniques like binary search for fast data location and common sorting methods, such as quicksort and mergeasort. And finally, Week 12 is for review and final exam. By the end of this course, you will be prepared for practical Python programming. As we close, remember that learning to code is a journey. With Python, you have the potential to create, innovate, and solve real-world problems. Are you ready to take the first step? Let's get started!